Project GRAD is amazing.
Project GRAD is helpful.
Project GRAD is spectacular.
Project GRAD is fun.
Project GRAD is a nonprofit organization that supports students through junior high and high school to get them to graduate and then help them with their post-secondary choices as far as subsistence lifestyle, career and technical and trade schools, and with college. So it's about getting students to succeed. So graduation really trees dreams is what the acronym stands for.
My favorite thing about Project GRAD is that they really care about us, and you can tell that kids, happy kids make them happy.
You get to learn a lot of things you can apply to life, and that's kind of something you don't really see in school a lot. It's something that you can actually take and use in the real world.
Project GRAD Kenai Peninsula is a nonprofit, and we work in partnership with the tribes and the school district, Kenai Peninsula Borough School District, in support of underserved Alaskan students. It's an exciting line of work. It's also got its challenges when you think about the Kenai Peninsula Borough School District covers an area the size of West Virginia. So 3 of the 7 schools that we support are located across the water and are accessible only by small airplane. So Port Graham, Nanwalek, and Tyonek require us to fly in or to fly the students out in order to access opportunities and activities that we provide. So we have the 3 rings of support. We've got the post-secondary, the academic, and the social emotional learning, and central to all of that is the student. So we're getting better all the time at if we're thinking about academics and how to support that student with their academics, then we're also thinking about what behaviors is that student exhibiting that can be strengthened to be more successful through academics, or how do they all overlap and support each other and blend with each other so that that student who's at the core of our mission benefits most.
The team of student family support takes care of any kind of blocks to student success outside of the classroom. So even though we partner with Kenai Peninsula School District, I'm really looking at what are the students' needs, what are the families' needs, and what can we do if they have a gap in that understanding, looking at if there's any kind of a deficit in their academic success on school campus.
Adults in their lives are going to be key anchor supporters for their success. They don't have to do it by themselves. There's people out there that are willing and able and confident and compassionate and dedicated to youth.
You ever make a dumb decision? We've all done it. That's part of life. But the good news is if we're lucky enough to wake up and we have breath in our lungs and blood in our veins and we got another opportunity at life, we get another day to make new choices. Our health, our culture, our community, our friends, our family, once we know what that looks like for us, we can build our vision of what we want to see in our life, what kind of journey we want to experience, what kind of service we want to be to others.
The villages that we serve are all culturally unique, which provides a really beautiful foundation for our work. When we think about supporting students, we want to always consider their culture, and that their unique culture is a solid foundation for them to build upon.
As soon as I land, I put my bags in the office and I head right into the high school classroom, which is really more than a high school. It's 5th through 12th grade. And so usually when I get here, it's math time, and you have everything from elementary math to pre-calc happening in an hour and a half. So I'm just kind of feed off the teacher and what they're doing, and then jump in and help whatever student needs help. So I could be doing elementary math, sometimes I'm helping with geometry or algebra 2.
When Project GRAD sends an individual's help in the classroom, it is absolutely monumental to the education that takes place inside this building. Running a multi-level classroom is never easy, ever. But with Project GRAD's incorporation, it allows us to do large-scale projects, as well as the normal everyday to-day school stuff that you would expect to see in a classroom.
And saying, oh, do you need a resource? Can I help you with that? And then tracking down resources. And then just chatting with kids, seeing how their grades are, checking Power School, making sure that everything's turned in.
And the best part about it is it's unwavering. I mean, the kids know the expectations of Project GRAD coming in, and they're ready to go. There's no real transition when Project GRAD individuals come into the classroom because they have been working so closely with students for so long. They just kind of turn into another part of the building, you know, another staff member or just another person that a student can go to.
Project GRAD's post-secondary support starts well before high school graduation with making sure they're successful academically. And then after graduation, students aren't off the hook one bit. If we're not providing scholarship, we're helping in some other capacity. Identifying islands of support on their campuses of their education institutes or technical and trade schools, and making sure that they've got the resources to cope with any sort of challenges that they may face in their post-secondary ventures.
So when we talk to students about life after high school, we want them to consider, we kind of talk about 3 different tracks. One is college and university, and we've got a lot of students who are interested in pursuing 2- or 4-year degrees. Another popular track for students is the vocational and technical track. So we may have students that are interested in welding or the marine trades or culinary arts or electrician or plumbing or something down that line. And the third track is a track where students may want to stay in their village, and they may want to just go straight to work and become involved in family and village. So we want to support them so that they can be as productive in that track as well. So whichever track those students determine is best for them, we want to make sure that they understand that we're there for them to support them and their families as they pursue their next steps after high school.
They're giving me opportunities and showing me some examples of what I could go through after high school and what I could get into.
Considering we're in a village, we're a little more isolated. We're not as isolated as people think, but when you come down to the education key component, that's where Project GRAD comes in, and they help put the kids' minds in other areas as well as not just in this tiny village.
The big thing is they get to see outside our community.
Our staff is committed to having really intentional and productive conversations with the students, so that when they consider what their options are for the future, they look at the strengths that they have, but also the resources that are around them, so that they can build on the strengths and look at their resources and then continue on to address any challenges, as we know that as we move forward there's always challenges. But you don't have to do it yourself.
It got me quite out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to associating with people outside of my village, but since I came here, I got to meet new people, got to talk with people. So that was nice.
Project GRAD is funded by federal grants. We have a generous grant from the Alaska Native Education Program, which is a Department of Education grant. We also have a grant from GEAR-Up, which stands for Gaining Early Awareness and Readiness for Undergraduate Programs. We have some private donations, some corporate donations. All of these combine to allow us to do the quality programming that we provide.
We all have different strengths, and that we should focus on those strengths and building those up rather than focusing on the negatives of what you can't do and get yourself caught into a whirlwind of negativity.
I could apply these skills to my life every day.
It's funner than school, but you're still learning like you're at school.
They have so many resources that, no one else knows about. Like, I've talked to them about nursing, and they know so many things about different things that it's unbelievable how much they've helped me, and they like I said, they really care about us. So, you know, I think it's good for everyone to have that, and not even like academically. Like, I've been going through some things with my family, and they know about that. You know, everyone has like experience with that, and so I think it's been the best for me to be here than, you know, anywhere else.